Alright, family and friends, welcome back to the channel. I am Lady Nyca with the 90 Day Fiance. Child, this is season 6, episode 7, ready to run. And we're going to jump right on in because, I want to get this out the way. Because I'm not going to lie to y'all, I didn't really enjoy last night's episode. And we're going to talk about it at the end of this review. But let's talk about the couple, starting with Colt and Larissa. Now, we learned that the lease for the house that he shares with his mother and now Larissa, the lease will be up in a couple of months. And see, Larissa's still been in her feels as of late because she don't really like living with Miss Debbie. She says it's time for her and Colty to move out, and he wants to impress her and make her happy, so they go looking at some places. Now, the first place she saw was a lovely loft. It was. She wants to get away from Debbie. She said Debbie is manipulative. Damn, I couldn't speak. Manipulative and plays victim all the time, and she can't take it anymore. I said, well, bitch, go back to Brazil and your kids. Colt wants to talk to Debbie first, but he said he and Larissa, Larissa knew when she met him that he takes care of his mother. She's retired and disabled, and he has no siblings, so he's not about to abandon his mom. They return back to the house after seeing the place and getting an estimate on what it costs as a furnished loft and what it costs as a unfurnished loft. So they return to the house and tell Debbie, child, I didn't get it later. I done made shit up today. Anyway, she tell Debbie where they went. And she's surprised because she said she didn't know where they were going. They just went out. Well, Miss Debbie, they don't really have to tell you where they're going because your son is not, he's not grown. He grown. Meaning that, girl, please, this boy in his 30s. Anyway, they tell her about the place and she seemed surprised. She said that she could move into a senior living place if they decide to move out, as it appears that they are. Now, Larissa ain't get no damn about that, but see, Colty ain't feeling that. He still is attached. The umbilical cord's still there, girl. He said that ain't gonna work. He was thinking of, maybe she could find a place close by them. And, that way they could still be together in a sense, or even buy a bigger house, one of which they can have a wing and he can have a wing. And I'm like, okay, so if your money like that, why y'all driving around in that regular ass car and this girl got to have a fucking fan just to keep some type of moisture going on? And I understand Larissa is probably miserable there, but girl, you wanted to be in America. Well, welcome to America, bitch. That's all I can say to you. Welcome to America. Now, I'm going to go on and leave them alone because they didn't give us much of Larissa and Colt this week, because next week it looked like she going to show her ass, so we probably going to get more of her next week. But as of last night, let's talk Ashley and Jay. Now, it's getting close to the end of their 90 days, and she realized she got trust issues with Jay. She's not sure if they will marry now. She says she don't have good luck with love, and she wants Jay to at least try and tell her that, when he leaving the house and, cut back on these conversations and text messages from these girls and whatnot. She tells him she's still a bit upset, but she needs him to at least try to tell her. If nothing else, can you just tell me when you leaving the house? See, you could tell that her past made her insecure as hell. But she gonna have to trust him more or leave it alone, girl. That's all it is to it. He did apologize, and then, as they began to get along a little bit better, she said she just wants them to communicate. Then she ends up complimenting him on that dinner that he had made the night before. He claims he loves her and he wants to do better. So they go look at the wedding venue, and she tells us, the wedding is pretty much planned. I knew he was going to be here 90 days before the wedding, and I didn't want that time to be filled with tension. So it's already a prepared wedding. Everything has been done to the T. And it's all good to Jay. And then, he liked the venue. He said they not really into, aesthetics and things of that nature when it comes to planning weddings in Jamaica. long as everybody show up and have a good time is really all that they care about over in Jamaica, okay? Now, as they're on their way home, Ashley's phone begins to blow up. Message after message after message. One of her friends had hit her up and told her to check her wedding site because, girl, it's a lot of negative comments on there. Well, when they make it home, she checks and they calling Jay the N-word, calling him a monkey, saying her baby gonna be half Nick, half her. Oh, they going in, honey. They going in and letting have referring to him as a monkey and a slave. She says she can't imagine what that must be feeling like for him because she not used to it. He the first black man she ever dated, and we know that's a damn lie. But according to Ashley, TLC asked her to say she's never dated a black man, which I don't understand why they'd ask her to do that. Well, we now know that she did date black men before. It's a bunch of anonymous posts on that girl's wedding registry. And girl, Ashley, the only person I can think of that would know you and know about your plans with this guy is somebody that knows you, child. Those comments, those anonymous comments, they came from people you knew, girl. Because who else would be on a wedding registry? Do you go to social media and check up on people's wedding registries and you don't know them? That's not a gossip site. That's your wedding registry. Girl, your peoples did that. Y'all, now come on now. You know it's 2018 and there's still a lot of folks out there that don't believe in race mixing and things like that. And our current president has given them who feel that way even more courage to say it openly. I don't believe this part of this storyline at all, so I'm not going to even stay here too long with this here. Jay saying that he not used to being called all that and being threatened and he didn't appreciate it at all. And he shouldn't. I feel you. But welcome to America. And I'm just grateful he didn't tell us that he was a black man because, child, we've been knowing that. We knew that from the moment we seen you. It'll be all right. I don't believe that, y'all. I ain't dealing with that. Let's talk about Jonathan and Fernanda. Jackie and Fernanda go dress shopping. Fernanda says she invited Mama Sea6 but don't know if she will come. Jackie said that she told Sea6 the time to be there, so she's probably running a little late, okay? Fernanda wants her to come because she can't have her own mama there. Fernanda wants a relationship with Jonathan's mom and showing her she wants to prove that she's a good pick. And Jackie understood that. She understood how Fernanda feels. And then Mama Sea6 arrives. Now she said she decided if Fernanda's gonna be a part of their life, she needs to be there now. And she said she's still processing it. But it appears this wedding's gonna happen regardless, so she might as well suck it up. Then we hear about Fernanda's dream dress. Jackie and Sea6 talk. Sea6 said that she got to support Jonathan. Fernanda comes out in this dress. She loves it. Wanted to try on another one. Now, the dress they did say is too mature and she needs to pick something else. And I would agree. That first dress was a little bit too much for her. Dress number 2, playful. According to Jackie, Fernanda boobs look good in it. Then we get dress number 3, absolutely beautiful on that girl. It's the one. The wedding dress lady asked if her mom would, what would her mom say, and baby, that made Fernanda, began to cry because she missed her mother, and that's why she really want Sea6 to accept her because she ain't got nobody. We hear about how she gave up her family to come over here, and my thing is this: I feel you, girl, and those are probably normal feelings to have, but then again, I have to look at the flip side of the coin. You knew you were leaving your family coming to America where you had no family here, so why? But Sea6 actually did soften for Fernanda and say Fernanda is a lovely person. And the wedding is happening in a few weeks, so she will support. Fernanda don't want to be in the middle of Jonathan and Sea6's problems, but she does want to be a part of that family. And she's glad that Sea6 did warm up to her somewhat. That is all I have to say about them, too. Leida and Eric. Now, this chick still mad at becoming a parent, and it's becoming apparent that she ain't about to live wealthy like she did in Indonesia now. Child, she and Eric head over to a wedding planner. this venue that they've gotten. Now, when you walk in the venue, it is kind of small and kind of bland. I don't like Leida's actions, but I have to go along with her. That place I probably wouldn't have picked, but see, he done already paid for it, so she got to be stuck with it, okay? Now, that lady, the manager of that venue or the owner, is walking her through the place, and, we learned that they got 25 people coming from his friend, his friends and his family. Her family not going to be able to come back to America because they don't approve of it. She says she glad because, in a way, she's seeing how things are beginning to look. She don't want to hear any more complaining or whatnot. Now, I don't remember her dad and them saying they didn't approve. I heard her daddy say that he wanted Eric to do better. I ain't hear all that. Now, Rena, I could believe that, her sister, but, and Mama Son never said nothing, so I don't know how she feels. She just nodded and grunted the whole time we seen her. Like I said, the place was bland, and she agreed that it was, and he suggested that they could bring some of their own things, spruce the place up. That man said they could go to Party Central, and she looked at him like she knew what Party Central was, and I was thinking, girl, We see them end up going to see this florist to try to get, stuff to spruce up the wedding venue, right? Leida keep complaining over and over again about how this dude being broke, basically. But again, Leida, he say you knew all this about him. So soon as she gets the green card, she out. Trust me. Miss Leida got an agenda, and Eric, you are super pussy, my dude. Super pussy. They go see the florist, and Leida showing her the flowers from her previous wedding. That lady had twinkles in her eyes. She told Leida, I can do it. But that one arrangement that you showed me just there would be your entire budget that y'all have. Just buying one of those. Leida wants more. Eric says, well, my budget was $400, but I'm here to say today that I am willing to take it up to $800. Now, anything past $800, I'm beginning to get a little queasy, and that made Leida very happy. So later on at the apartment, Alessandro is asleep on the air bed. We learned that they sleeping on a box spring and some mattress pads, and he cool with it. He frugal as hell. He don't mind. Now, child, what in the entire hell is that man living like that for? Somebody explain that to me down there in the comment sections if you can. I totally believe now what his daughter Natasha said about him on that live. She said prior to moving into her apartment, by the way, that's her apartment, Eric was homeless, living in his car, and his train of thought is, I'm an ex-Marine. I could survive off the skills I learned in the military. Natasha didn't want her father living like that shit. She allowed him to move in, and he thinks it's cool that he done hooked up with this supposed rich woman from Indonesia and her kid, and he has moved her in with the kid after bringing her to America to marry him. See, there's a bunch of bullshit going on. What in the hell? Who in the hell left the gate open? She's not having it because she complaining like hell. He decides to take her furniture shopping because she needs more. She wants a bed, and she wants room for her son to not be in the room with them. And the other bedroom is currently being occupied by Tasha. And because this simple bitch don't seem to understand that that's actually Tasha's damn apartment, Eric was added to the lease. Tasha had the lease in the beginning. You can't kick her out. He take her down to this furniture place, child, knowing he ain't got no damn money. He can't afford the sofa she wanted. They looked at a few more. He's still saying no. Then she says, well, can we get a bed at least? And they looked at some. But again, he only has a few $100, not enough to buy the bed she liked. So now she's frustrated because why you bring me here if you can't afford shit? And I agree with her. You and Colt doing the same shit. He basically wanted to shop around and see what they can, come up, what they can decide to get and eventually come up with the money to buy, but he ain't got it today. That pisses her off and she walks out, and child, we go back to child support payments as to why he can't do better. Tasha still lives with them. She not liking it at all. That's a part of why they can't live better. She said he promised her a lot and is coming up with nothing. Now in the car, she's saying all he can't do. She talking about him paying child support and having Tasha live there. She says he doesn't make enough money to support her and her son, and she don't get why she's there if he can't. She asking why is she here. He explained to her that he's not rich like her family back home, and there will be times when they would be choosing bills that will get paid. And I said, well, how in the hell ghetto is that? Eric, you don't rob Peter to pay Paul as a way of life. Child, now we all have been there at some point in time, but when that becomes a way of life, it's time to step your broke ass, hustle up and earn more money for your family. Leida said she gave up her rich lifestyle to come be with him, and he's living with burdens, his kids, the child support. That's when he finally stood up like a man, and I said, oh, because he told her, my kids are not my burden. Lydia, those are my children. And I said, it's about time he stood up and defended his kids, because I was beginning to think that he was 100% pure Purina child, baby. That's what I thought he was. He told her that she needs to get rid of that Indonesian cultural background, lifestyles, those are rich and famous mindset, because it's not like that over here. America is about family. Family is everything over here. He said she knew how he lived and what it was, and now she's threatening to go back home, and he's hurt over that. Eric sends that heifer back to Indonesia. She is selfish and cares about no one but herself. Leida, you knew what it was, girl, but you got an agenda, like I said. He went on to ask her if she was there for him or the green card. The green card, boy. The green card, hell. The green card. Stephen and Olga. I'm so irritated by this. This boy wanting accolades for doing what he's supposed to do as a father. You claim you want Olga and Richie to come to America for a better life. You want your son to grow up better than you and Olga did. You said that you grew up in a family full of people that argued all the time at you, and it was a bunch of strife, and you just wanted better. Stephen, your childhood did something to you. You were underappreciated, I think, and you still have a lot of hurt there that's now trickling into your relationship with Olga, and it's going to affect your son. Stephen, were you ever somebody's priority? I don't think he was, y'all, because now he's trying to make Olga focus on him opposed to her healing and getting acclimated to life with a baby. Now he wanted to take the baby out. He thinks that he knows it all. He don't even listen to Olga. Damn, her healing time is... What about her healing time? Damn that, it's all about him. This girl just had a gut full of human for 9 months, and then she had a C-section. He wants to take her and baby Richie out to a public park, and he can't figure out how to get the car seat in the back. And he not listening to her. A 2-week-old baby at a park. He wants her to feel up to it. She's trying, but he can't figure the car situation out. He had the nerve to say that she only attend to the kid and not him. What the fuck is she supposed to be doing? Family, tell me that. He can't strap in the car seat. He said in America it's much easier. Houseway, a car seat is a car seat. Dude, you just dumb to me, I swear. She telling him it's not right. It's not in the car right. And Stephen refuses to believe it and says that it's the right kind. She's telling him no, it's not. Stephen's so aggravated because his underlying anger issues that he got, he needs to start addressing before he drive this girl completely away from him, and that's my opinion. Why you complaining you have to go? Why is he complaining, y'all? He complained about going to the stores, buying meds for the baby. Why didn't you learn money conversion when you first decided to go to Russia so that you would not be around just so totally out of the loop? He gonna tell her make a decision. Do she want to stay or go to the park? She chose to go back up in her apartment with her damn baby. Then he get mad. We see him go pick up, the meds because the baby got a little acne or whatnot. He come back. Whole time he done been gone, he been feeling sorry for himself. He gonna get there and accuse her of not appreciating him, and once again bring up his family saying that they rejected him and treated him bad. And now she's doing it to him. Now she frustrated because she just had a damn baby. She trying to heal. Her hormones all over the damn place. She just need him to be silent. He get in his feelings and leaves the apartment and takes his baby ass on over there to that goddamn park and sit his ass on the swing like a big ass child. I said, boy, you dead set on being right all the time. When he comes back, he says in the States when they met, it was the best time of his life. She used to miss him so much. When she saw him, she'd run up and jump up into his arm, and she was happy. Now she don't act that way. Really, Steven? This girl just had her body go through turmoil. Her emotions all over the place. And all you can focus on is your damn self. He said all she want to do is take care of the baby. What the fuck else is she supposed to be doing, family? He said he asked her to come lay with him, and she said no. Steven, she not feeling that. She not feeling that right now. You may feel that, but she ain't feeling it. You got to understand the position and stop applying pressure to this girl before you break her completely down. She ended up apologizing for how she made him feel and say that she does appreciate him. All he do is complain about what she need to change with her. He don't never turn his spotlight around on his damn self. He telling this girl he not sure if he wants to bring her to the U.S. now because he not sure they gonna work. He said he don't want to be arguing around the baby, and once again he's making this girl cry, and I'm getting madder and madder, and I'm saying, oh, it's not all on her. She even said it ain't. He said she needs to focus on him and them. Dude, are you dumb? This girl needs him to listen to her, and she can't get him. Steven, you sick. You got some issues. You better address them before you lose this girl and possibly your son. And that's all I have to say about their asses. Now let's dig into some mowing ass, okay? Let's talk about Asuelu and Kalani. Kalani thinks Asuelu can't take care of their child. Kalani is coming for a visit and for them to go wedding dress shopping. And she want to further insert her sister into her relationship. She gonna ask him, do he have an issue with Kalani coming? He said no. So the next day we see them going shopping down to the wedding bridal shop with Mama Amish. I call her that because she does look like she belong on that show that's on TLC talking about Returning the Amish. Yeah, that whatever it's called. That she look like them. Now she trying on the dresses. No lie, it was a beautiful dress. It was a beautiful dress. It was. She looked very beautiful in that. Then her sister and Mama asked if she happy and if she ready, and they gave her the opportunity to start throwing salt on this damn boy. No. She not sure if he can be safe with her baby. And you know that she keeps saying her baby a lot. I thought they did that together. Kalani says she wants to know if he can be safe with the baby too. Hush. Y'all crazy if you think this girl cares about Asuelu at all. She wanted a dick and a baby. She did not want Asuelu. She living a lie and claiming it's Asuelu. Now, how he interact with the baby. I call bullshit. So the next day, they all go out to eat minus Mama Amish. Kalani interrogating the man, asking if he likes Utah. He said yes. She asked if he liked America. He said yes. She asked if he liked the fact that Kalani was from America, and he said, yes, I do. Now, he says that in his confessional, he always dreamed of coming to America. He never told us that before. Do she know that? He said he's there for Kalani and Oliver. Asuelu, I love you and everything, baby, but you probably here for a better life, too. And if Kalani wasn't so fake, I would probably have an issue with that. But I could care less about her, so do you, boo. This family is awful, and they treat this boy like shit, and I'm not down with it. Kalani said, so you like that she's from America. That's why you hooked up with her? Now, I don't know why they keep thinking this boy is absolutely a complete moron. Because he's not. He ain't stupid. He knew what it was. He replied, I loved her personality. That eases Kalani because she said, I was beginning to think that you was the only wanted to be with me because of my American citizenship. I thought you was using me. Bitch, you know he is. But you using him too. Kalani asked what does he miss most, and he said family. He went on to say that if a white marry a Samoan, they don't love the family. But if Samoan marry Samoan, they love the family. And Kalani said, what does that mean? He said, well, like the other day, we were FaceTiming my brother and you didn't like him. She said, hold up. I did not like him because he's Samoan. I didn't like him because he told you when you were done with me, he's next. And I was offended by that. Now, Asuelu, I got to roll with this fat girl on this here. And I call her fat because I'm fluffy too. That was not appropriate. I must agree. She right to be offended by that. You don't say no shit like that. But see, this has nothing to do with white not loving Samoan because Kalani is not white. Her dad is Samoan. Now, her mama Amish white, but she is Samoan too. Your brother was out of order. Kalani said, and furthermore, I went against my father's will and took my baby to Samoa so your family could see him. And that's when he really got in his damn feelings and he got up and walked out, leaving Kalani to tell Kalani, I don't think you need to marry him, girl. You don't need to. Now, that was really the end of the episode, but let me add my little 2 cents in here. Now, y'all know that, I'm trying to expand my audience and, do lovely things that, content creators are supposed to do if they want their channel to grow. And that's why I have branched off into doing shows that I normally do not do. Okay, shows that involve white people. I'm just going to put it out there. I have no problem with white people whatsoever. And I also know that white people support. So I'm trying to bring my flavor to a whole new audience. And I don't mind talking about things that I probably haven't talked about in some of my other shows that I review. But what I don't like is to feel uncomfortable. This episode made me uncomfortable. Okay, and if I'm going to continue to do this, TLC gonna have to do better than this here because this didn't feel right. Every episode I done had me old nasty piece of kiki out of there, and I was able to drop some wisdoms. I'm interested. I'm in. But if we gonna dig into subjects that really we don't even have to, such as race played a very big part of this episode, and that was very uncomfortable for me. We live with this every day. When I turn my damn TV on, I don't want to see no shit that's pitting one color against another. And for the love of God, why there are racial issues between Kalani and Asuelu and her family and stuff is beyond me. Because all of y'all, except for Mama Amish, falls under an umbrella. Now maybe it's me. But y'all know I keep it funky. I'm a straight shooter, bang, bang. That shit don't feel comfortable. It was not an enjoyable episode. I don't rate videos, as far as, shows that come on, not videos. I don't rate shows. But if I was on a rating scale, this one would be a complete failure. Because this was not interesting. Maybe next week they gonna offer more, but they better. Because if I start feeling uncomfortable, I'm out. Now, y'all get down in the comment section and let me know your thoughts and opinions on last night's episode. Do you understand what I am saying as far as feeling uncomfortable with this race stuff jumping up in the damn episodes and becoming a part of these people's storyline? That's not what we're here for. This ain't the first interracial couples that have appeared on seasons of the 90 Day Fiancé. So we ain't been making that an issue. We don't need to start. I didn't believe that Jay and Ashley fucking storyline because if that shit happened, she know it's her people's. And that racial undertone with this Kalani and Asuelu shit is bullshit to me because all y'all fall under the minority umbrella. Except for Mama Amish. Cut that shit out. You can entertain without offending. Because that episode didn't entertain me and I was highly offended. That's it. That's all. I will see you guys back for another reality review and some more videos I got coming this week. We're going to talk about stuff. Y'all know I don't do Love and Hip Hop New York. I told you if something happens that I like and I feel like it's worth talking about it, I might come in and sprinkle you with some love. Other than that, I will see you guys for a Let's Chat or something else. I'm going to come to you with a video by Tony Braxton. If not today, tomorrow. And it's in relation to her lupus. I'm going to put that upload on both channels, though, because I have my second channel, The Evolution of Nyca, where I talk about, autoimmune diseases. I offer education and support in those areas, and we just love on each other over there just like we do here. Remember, the depth of your struggle will determine the height of your success. In the meantime, in between time, please remember to rate the videos because ratings get me recognized in these YT streets. Comment down in the panty section of the video. Let me know what you feel. Do you feel how I feel? Let's talk about it. Subscribe to my channel if you have not already and become a member of the Love Thing Coalition, honey, for the free 99. Also, tap your notification bell button so each and every time that I drop a video on this channel or go live from this channel, you will be notified and you can come over and join in the fun. Y'all have a great beginning to your week. I wish you nothing but peace, blessing, and light. And I'll see y'all on the next one. Peace.